Yeah, we're up and recording. Welcome, greetings everybody. Welcome to the Lexcia podcast. Wesley Pepper here. This is episode 204. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not in the studio today. I do some traveling this week, but yeah, I'm all good. One thing before I get to the guest today, just an announcement. As you can tell, man, I haven't been doing many episodes, or at least not as regularly as has. That's because we're doing the alpha, or rather the beta testing on Gallery 360, and I thought I'll just give everybody maybe a small update. So we've been doing the testing with at least about 8, maybe 10 or so testers, and we're picking up numerous bugs, and we've actually been working that out over the past 2 weeks or so. And the developers actually rebuilding one of the platforms. So we're actually pretty close. So I'm actually kind of hoping to launch the entire thing probably early 2026. But they'll still be, obviously be updating everybody over the over the year. So, but yeah, that's regarding that. So today I'm talking to Kelvin Tshabalala from the Braamfontein Improvement District. They've been reactivating the Ameshoff Street Upgrade. It launched on the 17th of October, which was early on this month. So yeah, we're going to be talking about everything, what the improvement district was about. There's also a lot of different artworks, and they're also reopening or sort of welcoming the public to come through and check out, I guess, the upgrades and improvements around Braamfontein and Joburg in general. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So Kelvin, my brother, firstly, good morning. And welcome.
Good
And
morning,
how are you?
Wesley, and your listeners. We are glad to be invited to your platform. I'm doing well, and you, sir?
Thanks, my brother. Thanks for coming through, man. Yeah, let's start right on top, man. So, tell me what's your involvement with the Braamfontein district and your role in the upgrade, and can you just give us to my listeners like just a brief overview on what the upgrade is and how it was conceptualized, and then we'll unpack it bit by bit after that.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity once more. I am Kelvin Tshabalala, and I am the
Awe.
Basin Manager of the Braamfontein Improvement District. Just to give you a bit of background, what do we do? Why do we exist? Braamfontein Improvement
Sure.
District
Thank you.
was established around 2003. Its role is to complement or supplement services that are provided by the City of Johannesburg, such as cleaning, safety and security in the public space, and maintenance of the public space. We also do placemaking projects like Ameshoff Street Identity and Placemaking Project we recently launched. Yeah, my role is to liaise, to work together very closely with the City of Johannesburg entities as I identify some issues that are over beyond us to resolve. Therefore, I need to liaise with them to get those resolved. We recently launched our Ameshoff Street project, which you just indicated. And this project
Yeah, man.
focused on two bookends of Ameshoff Street by the Eland Statue Square, corner Ameshoff and Bertha, as well
Mm.
as the behind the Joburg Theatre, next to the Rennie's house. In the Eland Square, the work that we undertaken consisted of in enhancing lighting by installing lights, as well as installing benches around there, basically to activate the
Yeah.
space, to make the space usable, to allow the community, in particular students, as everyone knows that we are a learning district, put it like that,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
encourage interaction on those spaces and socialization Yeah. On the other book end behind the Joburg Theatre Plaza, we have restored the fountain that has been not working for quite some years, for quite too long. If I can put like that.
Mm.
We also installed nice customer-made benches, as well as we have enhanced lighting as well. So basically, in particular, that Joburg Theatre Plaza, we will be activating that particular space, and Joburg Theatre will be as well considering bringing some shows to the actual plaza on Fridays. Yeah, we are activating these spaces. Just to mention, this project was championed by Braamfontein Improvement District and yes, and
Yeah, yeah. I was
funded
gonna ask about
by
partners. Mm.
yes,
The
funded
partners
by
and
the Braamfontein Improvement District, Liberty Group, Joburg Theatre, as well as Consolidated Urban Corporation. They are also known as Con Urban. They are the owners of that Rennie House building.
yeah,
Yeah, this is basically what we do. And the launch was
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, man. I wanted to ask you about the various partners as well, but also I just wanted to ask you about a few things. Like, firstly, you mentioned like the lighting. I mean, we all know that Braamfontein is a student hub. And there's also, as you mentioned, the Joburg Theatre and the Joburg Ballet Company. So there's also a lot of traffic. There's also Tuan Hill. And so there's a lot of a lot of traffic there. So as you mentioned with the lighting, I just found it interesting. So are you sort of encouraging people to do more walking in and around Bloemfontein as opposed to use their cars? And is the lighting also, an attempt to make the place more safer for tourists and students and
Yeah,
alike?
definitely we are we are encouraging people to walk Braamfontein, and the idea is to
Mm.
have a safe or walkable roads. And
Yeah,
as you just mentioned, the Ameshoff Street connects the Wits University and the George Theatre. So
yeah,
basically, we want people
mm.
to walk from Joburg University to the theatre. We want people to walk
Mm.
from the Wits Theatre to the Joburg Theatre. So we are to play Braamfontein to, as you mentioned, Braamfontein is an education precinct, is a cultural precinct. You have your
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
corporates like Liberty, and you have government institutions, and
Yeah,
it is a mixed use. So we are really wanting people
yeah.
to walk the streets of Braamfontein.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, like walking there, so it has to be safer. So, is there any form of like policing? Yeah, visible policing, that type of thing, or yeah, because I mean, at night, I mean, Braamfontein takes on a different look and shape. You understand? So, is there any
Okay,
attempt at that?
as I mentioned that we complement services that are provided by the city. We have service providers that we appointed. We
Okay.
have Bad Boys Security. They patrol the streets of Braamfontein 24/7,
Ah,
and we have CCTV cameras through VumaCam, which we monitor on site in Braamfontein and in our local joint operation center. And some of those cameras are equipped with license plate recognition, which has really assisted us
Yeah.
to tackle or to deal with crimes such as cell phone snatching. That was prevalent. We are for sure. We work very
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
work
So
very
you
close
say,
to MPD and
sorry,
SAPS.
continue. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I just thought that was a relevant question. Also, like he's also, like you mentioned earlier on, he's re-looked at that mosaic fountain, but there's also different art, in reimagining the space, he's re-looked at, you know, literally redid it. So, can you just mention some of the highlights, in terms of art, for example, like the mosaic fountain? Who commissioned it? There's that Eland sculpture, which is actually quite popular or famous in Braamfontein, and that's definitely part of the whole process. So, yeah, is there any other stuff you can highlight, art, sculpture wise, and so forth?
Yeah, the what called the work that we undertaken included installation of the mosaic, which is a watershed, and that was
Mm.
installed by Dion, the from Spaza Gallery. And yeah, it
Yeah.
is quite an impressive piece of work. And as you mentioned, the what called the famous statue, Elan statue. And we have some murals
Mm.
in the area. If you go around, you'll see very interesting mural. Yeah, we are really.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm still
you
there.
still there? Okay, man. Another question is on the murals. Will you be changing it over time? Recommissioning it, at various times of the year, and sort of, in that way also assisting the local art community.
Yeah, most of the murals in the area, they are uh, what call commissioned by those specific property owners.
Yeah.
Braamfontein Improvement District is not that much involved in the commissioning of those murals. As you, yeah. We are
Okay.
much.
Okay. So you outsource that through
You
somebody else.
mean which mural specific?
No. I'm actually talking about the murals in general. Because most of the time, a mural has got a short life. Literally, it's not like a sculpture that can be outside for years and years. So I guess the question is like, will you be changing the murals or recommissioning new murals? Over time.
Yeah, as I
Yeah.
mentioned that because remember that some of those
Yeah.
murals, they are commissioned in the private owned buildings, and we don't have play much role on that. So the property owners, they
I
do
get that.
that
I get
themselves.
that.
Remember that our main focus is in the public
Mm.
space. Yeah, there are some
Yeah.
things that we get involved happening in private spaces, but there are things that are initiated by owners themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, so I mean, you guys launched on the 17th of October, or the place got launched on that day. Yeah. What was it like? What was the public's take to the reimagining of Ameshoff Street? And yeah, was the launch
Yeah,
successful?
indeed, the launch was very successful, but because it was attended by about 80 to 100 guests.
Yeah.
See, City of Johannesburg on behalf of the executive mayor officiating the opening, the
Yeah.
procession, because we started at Elan Square and we have performances from the Vets Choir, and the procession was led by the JMPD band to the along Ameshoff to the theater plaza, where proceedings continued, and various speakers and various stakeholders from public sector, private sector,
Yeah.
NGOs, NPOs were present. Yeah, it was a success. And in terms of how people are responding, really it is encouraging to see that the spaces are becoming an attraction, like that the plaza. It seems like it's going to be a famous spot for taking pictures. We've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually quite a interesting strategy. I know cities all over the world do that. Sort of encourage public engagement, and also it also promotes the inner city, and also shows a different side of the inner city. I know that what's that? The G20 summit is also happening pretty soon. So I'm sure most part of those, all those not corporates, those government people will obviously get to see also part of that city. So I think the timing is pretty good with regards to that. Man, moving forward, I mean, we are close to the festive season. Is there going to be any form of like festive season related shows, stuff like that you're going to be encouraging on people who stays in residents of Joburg over the festive season to come through into the inner city and experience the inner city?
Yeah, definitely. As I mentioned, that Joburg Theatre always have some shows. They
Yes.
will be
Yes.
planning to also activate that. That's recently revitalized or an upgraded space, and bring those shows there. Yeah, there will be a lot taking place.
Is there gonna be like a, website or a platform where if people wanna see what other features there are to do with the space, that they can find more information about the improvement district?
Yes, yes, we have our website and we are on social media. We are known.
Yeah, can you
If
just
you
give me the
say
handles?
#LoveBraam, you will find us on social media. On the website, we
Mhm.
are on lovebraam.com. So it's www.lovebraam.com. Yeah, it's where you
Mm. And obviously, you encourage everybody to use the hashtag #ILoveBraam hashtag when taking photos and so
definitely,
forth around the precinct, correct?
yeah,
Yeah, man. And I'll definitely, and to my listeners, I will be adding all those hashtags and all that information in the description box below. And Kelvin, my brother, thank you for coming through, man. All the best moving forward. Actually, I hope that you could potentially expand the rest of the inner city. I know that of late, the inner city has been getting a bit of a tough run, with a gas explosion and then those illegally occupied buildings and so forth. And I know the city of Joburg has been trying their best to change the narrative of the inner city. So this is a very good start, and I'm sure my listeners will take kindly to know that there's definitely some improvement in and around there, and also for the students. I mean, It's always cool. The students always bring a vibe and an energy to Braam, and how you encourage them to walk, and I'm sure that'll that'll lift up the spirits of the inner city. So thank you, my brother, for coming through. I shall publish this episode. I'll actually premiere tomorrow morning, for tomorrow at 12, at 10:15. And I'll send you the text as soon as that is up. And I also cut the episode into shorts, into like 35 1 minute second clips, which I do about a week later. That's also a good way to promote. And I'll definitely be using all the hashtags that you mentioned, ILoveBraam and so forth, to promote, and so you can reach a bigger audience. So yeah, yet again, thanks for coming through, my brother.
Thank you so
and
much.
Enjoy the rest of your
Wesley,
Friday.
and to your listeners.
All right, my brother. Salute, man. All right, man. Take care, man.
Sure.
Thanks, bro. Away.